free-to-play in RuneScape used to be a very, very fun thing. It used to be the rite of passage, the coming of age for a prospective player who had just finished Dragon Slayer. If you finished Dragon Slayer in every single free-to-play quest, you were considered ready to enter the mystical and wonderful world of pay-to-play RuneScape, which is by far the best way to experience RuneScape. My name is Prophet, and I am one half of the Lure Kings. We're going to be delving into the modern problems that free-to-play players in 2022 face in modern old-school RuneScape. Let's begin. Now, a typical day in old-school RuneScape kind of looks like this. You have your scammers, your gambling bots, the weird bots, money doublers, noob clans, pay-to-play show-offs, like me, and of course you got the bond beggars. And then you have these weirdos, I call them the flashers. They flash their cash stacks just to show you how rich they are, and they're always some level 16 who clearly has been botting. And it's hilarious just how much this type of culture, this new culture within the game, impacts the classic feeling that us older players experienced back in the early 2000s, which was arguably the golden age of this game. For me personally, I would consider the golden age of RuneScape to be 2008 to about 2012, and I can explain a bit now. Now, I don't think the culture of the game is so much to blame on the actual player base or any YouTubers or influencers. I would say it's more to do with, because of RuneScape 3, people really started to value the old days a lot more. And this is especially true in old school RuneScape, because old school RuneScape, as good as it is, it still isn't old RuneScape. It's still not old RuneScape. And the reason I say that is because if you logged on, I would say, 10 years ago now, in 2012, I remember the day RuneScape 3 was introduced, and I played in the battle of Saradomin versus Zamorak, and Saradomin ended up winning, and I sweated my ass off to make sure Saradomin won that battle in Lumbridge, and you can still go see the battlefield in RuneScape 3 till this day, which is very cool. And you can also see a lot of remnants of the old days of RuneScape in the RuneScape 3 map. And I think because a lot of that is missing in old school RuneScape, just this stuff that mattered a long time ago, that happened in the world a long time ago, isn't in this new game. A lot of players kind of lose that sense of progression that they once had. And this is definitely certain for me. I still have a lot of memories from RuneScape 2 days, and I'm never going to get those memories back, because RuneScape, old school RuneScape tries to deliver as much nostalgia factor that it can, which is why so many of us play, but it's also an entirely new game. It's literally, if they had their time again to change RuneScape, that is what they've ended up doing, just changing it again. And basically they're not making that same mistake twice, but they're also taking out such a great span of memories for players. I remember certain events in the game that I used to love, like Around the World and Egg Tea Days emote. Does anyone remember that? Hell, I made a series with a friend called Why Are We Here? And it's so cringy for me to watch, but those were some memories that I had, as a kid. I guess it's a lot different as an adult, but as a kid, those were really special memories to me, and they still are, because it's a RuneScape memory, and RuneScape memories are always special memories. In the end, this stuff doesn't happen anymore. You don't see two random people just making a video. The only videos you're going to see are the published videos, like Torvesta doing a PKing video, Sir Pugger doing a exposed video, and you don't see guys just making general series like this. Noob Show was probably a big inspiration overall for RuneScape Machinima. And we don't get any RuneScape Machinima anymore. And it's really sad. It's not sad where I'm going to cry about it or anything. I can live without it. But it's cool to have. It was cool to do things like this, and I'll leave a link to this series in the description below if you want to watch it. We never actually finished the series. I don't know why we didn't finish the series. I think because, you know, we started getting into the higher grades at school and we needed to, you know, not play as much. But yeah, that was my old account right there, DMag7. Shout out to the people who hacked my account, and that was probably a good 2 years of playtime on that account back in the day. And then I remade a second DMag7, which also got hacked, and now I'm on my current account. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like this type of content, please subscribe to the Lure Kings. There may or may not be some luring content in the future. we'll see. Because as I said in the clip before, I showed the, you know, small clip of me and my friend. This guy misses scamming, and I miss luring, and that's why I started the Lure Kings channel. If you want a whole video commentary on how myself and Jimmy B started the Lure Kings, I'll try and get him to join me for that one. I would love to see, you know, his perspective about the channel itself. Other than that, thanks for listening. Please subscribe and like. And yeah, don't forget to stay metal and beware of false prophets.